Today I want to be talking about why Windows phones are hot garbage and you should avoid them like the plague. Now, the reason I'm making this video is because I bought my little sister a Alcatel Idol 4S with Windows 10 and I bought it from T-Mobile. And I have to say that when it comes to the hardware and the user interface, those are not the issues that I have with this phone. I actually think that the hardware, which is a newer Snapdragon processor, and it has like 4 gigs of RAM, 21 rear-facing megapixel camera. It has a 8 megapixel front-facing camera, and in those aspects of this phone and other Windows phones, they're doing perfectly fine in those areas. But the problem that is overwhelming, and a lot of people like to look over who are fans or fanboys of these Windows phones, is that there's really no apps for these phones. From what I read, the Microsoft Windows Store has like what, a seventh or an eighth of the apps that are on the Android and Apple App Store, platforms. And some of the most popular apps that people use, such as YouTube, Snapchat, Gmail, Google Maps, etc., are not available on this phone. And when I found that out after I bought it, I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa here. That's crazy. Like the fact that they don't have some of the most popular apps on their phones, it sort of like took me back for a second. Now, from the in the past, I've heard about how the Windows Store is the underdog in terms of how many apps it has in comparison to Android and Apple. But I did not know it was this bad. Like I honestly didn't know that they don't have a dedicated YouTube app for their Windows phones. And the apps that they do have that people use, such as Facebook, Instagram, those apps are there, but they're not updated as frequently as the apps that are on the Android and Apple stores, and they crash a lot. They're buggy because a lot of these companies don't feel like they should focus their time and effort on developing apps for the Windows Phone, because not a lot of people have Windows phones because there's no apps for the Windows Phone. So it's like a just a circle of or a circle jerk of people not having the phones, and then the developers seeing that people don't have the phones, so they don't buy the phones. People don't buy the phones because there's no apps on them, and it's like, what's the point of having a smartphone that has all these awesome specs, and then also the price is phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? Like this phone was $288, and it can hold its own against flagship Android and Apple phones. But that doesn't mean anything when you can't utilize the apps that you want to utilize. The only reason I would buy this phone is if it was like a work phone. Like this phone is perfect for people who want to have a smartphone for work, or companies that want to have a smartphone for work or whatever. Like this is the phone for you. But for people who want to use this phone as their everyday personal use phone, stay the hell away from this. I'm actually about to go to T-Mobile right now and return this. I stayed up all night trying to figure out how I could install like some of the popular apps. I was thinking about like maybe having put Android on this phone and get rid of the Windows OS operating system. But I'm just like, screw it. They have like T-Mobile. They have all these deals going on. I'm just going to get my little sister an Android phone, and that's that. But I would highly recommend that you stay away from Windows phones until they can get their stuff together in regards to their Microsoft Windows Store. So that's all I have to say. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, comment. Have a nice day. Peace.